Okay. I'm going to give this a few minutes because I had to send a new link out to you all this morning. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happens with that. Sometimes YouTube shows that it's filming on my end, but it does not show up on your end. And I can't figure out why. I thought it was because I had to update. I've updated everything. Sorry. I'm just going to give it a minute for you guys to pop on over. Hopefully you got my message from the last stream. Someone's here. Okay. So sorry about that. But I know that you can see me now, and I know that you can hear me. At least it shows on my end that everything's okay. Sorry again about that. I have to figure out why that happens. I have no idea why that happens. It's super weird. Hopefully y'all got my message and you're heading in here. I'm going to give you a moment or two to show up. And we are going to get started in a comfortable seat. There you are. Good. I'm glad you guys are making it over. Sorry again about that. It's kind of a long tech story. I have no idea why YouTube is doing that to me sometimes. Anyway, looks like you got the message and you traveled over to this link, so that's awesome. Thank you so much for being here and welcome. Namaste. Good morning to you. Happy yoga time. We're going to begin in a comfortable seat, so whatever that means for you, if you'll take a moment to find a nice tall spine. Can let your hands rest on your knees, maybe palms turn up or down. You can draw thumb and first finger together. And then let's just take a moment or two to tune in. So if you will, just let your eyes gently close. Take a deep breath in, fill your lungs all the way full. And deep breath out, let everything go. Again, inhale to fill up. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale everything out. One more time, just like that. Inhale, fill up. Hold your breath. Exhale everything out. Good. And then we'll just breathe in and out through your nose. Take a moment to travel your awareness into the body through both nostrils and all the way down to the pelvic floor. And then sense as you exhale, your breath kind of releases into the pelvic floor, into the legs, into the earth beneath you, really grounding you into the here and now. And we'll begin our practice with a round of square breath this morning. So you know this very simple pranayama: inhaling, pause, exhale, pause. We're going to use the count of 6 today. We usually use a count of 4, and you're more than welcome to stay with that if that feels best for you. But I'm going to challenge a little bit today and have you stay or increase for just a couple of counts. Okay, so do the best you can. Take a nice deep breath in. And deep breath out. And then begin. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. And pause. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. And pause. Last one. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. And pause. And breathe in and out. And bring your attention to this space of the mind and just notice how you feel in the mind space this morning. What's going on in the thoughts? Are there images present, feelings, mood you might be in? And then a moment just to scan through your body as well, noticing how you feel in your skin and your bones, any adjustments you would like to make for practice today, any places you'd like to be extra aware of or tuned to. And then bring your hands together at the center of the heart. Just take a moment to dedicate your practice. So to anyone that you're holding at your heart, anyone your heart goes out to, right? This is an opportunity for us to remember the further, bigger reaches of our yoga practice. So once you've got that dedication clear, take a nice deep inhale breath. Again, fill your lungs all the way full. Hold the breath at the top. Exhale everything out. And bring your hands up to the third eye center. And just take a moment to focus your mind, letting go of everything that has already happened or anything you may be anticipating. And just kind of see or sense it here in the space of the mind. Then take a nice deep breath in. Hold your breath at the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll open now with 3 rounds of Om. Inhale. As you exhale, bow the chin to the chest, and then you can release your hands, allow your eyes to open, and let's extend the legs forward out in front of you. Oh, good. I see more of you in here. I'm sorry for the change this morning. I have to figure out what's going on with YouTube. Anyway, okay, legs extend forward out in front of you, hands come back behind you. Turn your fingers to face back, and then roll the shoulders onto the back and lift open the front of the heart. Okay. Take an inhale, broaden the collarbones a little bit as you lift your chest. And exhale, let your head lay back. Not so it drops all the way back, but just so that it extends back from the sitting bones through to the crown of the head. Then spread through your toes. Take an inhale, maybe glance towards them and see them, wiggle them around a little bit. Then take an inhale and spread your toes nice and wide. And as you exhale, squeeze your toes in. Or as tight as you can. Inhale, spread your toes. Breathe into the heart. Exhale and squeeze in. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, spread your toes. Exhale and squeeze your toes in. Good. And then inhale, flex through your feet. You can come out of the hands if that's a lot on your wrists. And then exhale, point your toes forward. And we'll do that again. Inhale, flex the feet, lift through the crown of the head. Exhale and point your toes. One more time like that. Inhale, flex the feet, reach through the heels. Exhale and point your toes. Good. And then separate your feet just enough you can rotate your ankles around in a circle a couple times in one direction. Then go the other way. And then just kind of shake your legs out. In fact, let's start to tap up and down the length of the legs. Just kind of waking up the skin, stimulating the largest organ in your body. And then start to rub. Nice healing energy through the hands to the legs. Pause at your kneecaps especially. I always like to give the kneecaps some love. Insides of the knee, the outer knee, the back of the knee. And then cross your ankles once again, but take the opposite cross. So the other shin is in front. You know, the one that feels awkward. And then inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. As you exhale, slide your left hand out to the side. Relax your left elbow and shoulder. Then inhale, lengthen through the right side. And on your exhale, drop the arm down toward the floor. Sweep it across the front of the body. And then up and overhead again. So we're just going to make some circles with this arm. Really big circles as you reach overhead. And then rotate around. We'll do this one more time on your inhale, reach up, and exhale, rotate. Then the arm reaches to the sky. We'll hold here, and as you exhale, reach out of the side. Come back to center, inhale, and lower your hand to the floor, exhale. Switch sides, left arm up, inhale. Slide the right hand out, relax your right elbow, and reach to the left side. Take an inhale to lengthen and then lower the arm down, sweep it across the top of the mat and up and overhead. So same thing, just of course on this side. Inhale as you lengthen through the arm, exhale as you descend it down. We'll go one more time around. Then reach your arm to the ceiling on your inhale. Stretch it overhead as you exhale. Inhale back up to center and lower your hand to the floor. Now both arms to the sky as you breathe in. Exhale and bring your hands to your heart. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward, extend your arms. Exhale and round your back. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale your arms to the sky, reach up tall. Exhale and lower your hands down. Now bring your hands back behind you and unwind your legs so your feet come down hip width distance. Your fingers are facing forward. Roll the shoulders onto the back, straighten the arms and lift the chest. And breathe in and out. You're more than welcome to stay right here. The point of this pose is the opening in the front of the heart. If you'd like a little bit more, you can lift your hips from the floor. Then you'll exhale and lower them down. We'll do that again. Inhale, push down, lift the hips up. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale one more time, hips rise. We hold this one. As you exhale, press down through your hands and your feet, your fingers and toes. So strong foundation. Take another inhale, lift your hips, then lower your hips to the floor and bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your knees out to the sides. So you can pull your feet in as close as feels comfortable. And then take a moment just to sway from right to left. I even like to, as I do this, kind of shrug my shoulders. So I'm swaying to the left, my right shoulder shrugs up. I'm going to sway to the right, shrug my left shoulder up. Just a nice way to kind of stretch down the spine. And then you'll land in center, take an inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward and let your head relax towards the floor. And then for a moment, just kind of trace your awareness up and down the spine. From the crown of the head to the tailbone, pull the belly button in to support your low back. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then back up to seated. I'll have you extend your legs forward once again. This time, as the legs extend, reach your arms forward. Turn your palms to face the sky and wiggle your fingers around. Then take an inhale, spread your fingers, exhale, tuck your thumbs in and wrap your fingers around your thumbs, squeeze. Inhale, extend your fingers, open your palms, exhale, squeeze your thumbs in. Do that one more time, inhale, and exhale, squeeze your thumbs. Then rotate your wrists around. So keep your fist as best you can. Your legs are straight, your arms are straight, your back is straight. Just the wrists rotating. And then we'll go the other way. Breathe in and out. You can wake up your toes a little bit, push through your feet, take one more inhale, then exhale, shake out your hands and lower the arms towards the floor. Last thing here, we'll lift both arms to the sky on your inhale. And then exhale, lower your hands down to the legs and gently fold forward. So nothing too intense. We're just at like 60%, 50%. Just waking up a little bit, right? Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Good. Go ahead and release. We'll bend the knees and come on to all fours. So however you would like to get there, and of course feel free to pad underneath your knees as you come to the hands and knees. We'll bring knees hip width distance and start simply by shifting your hips from right to left. And if you like, you can gaze over the opposite shoulder. Just a little lateral stretch here for the spine, and then we'll take this into some hip circles. So your hips go back over your heels and around. Think of fluidity in the body, right? So we've talked before about the importance of keeping things moving and fluid. Pause and go the other way. This is part of, what happens as we age is things start to stiffen up, right? So working within those parameters, we're not trying to deny the nature of the body. Right? We're not going to be able to do that. Breathe in and out, come back to center, and the knees nice and wide, big toes touch. Stretch your hips to your heels, come into child's pose. We want to work with what the nature of the body. We don't have to stiffen up, right? And it's movement that helps us stay steady when we're walking and balancing, right? Stay connected to the core and ultimately increase the longevity of our bodies. So what a beautiful gift to give yourself today. Take an inhale and exhale. Just one more breath in, maybe inch the hands forward. One more breath out. Let your heart soften toward the floor. And then we'll come all the way forward onto the belly. So you can just extend your legs here. I'm using my forearms as a little stability or a little foundation to then extend my legs. And I'll land here in Sphinx pose. So the elbows underneath the shoulders, the wrists in line with elbows. My fingers are spread wide. I'm going to push down through the elbows and lift through the crown of the head, broadening the collarbones, like I could pull my chest through my arms. Then extend through your legs, kind of spread the tops of the toes on the floor and reach through the crown of your head on your inhale. As you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And then just take a moment as you tuck the chin in to lengthen through the back of the neck. Feel free if you like to move your head a little bit from side to side. Now, depending on where stiffness is found in your body, these movements or any movement will be easier or more challenging, right? Let your head rest and center, a breath in, a breath out. And then lift your head back to center on your inhale. Release your chest to the floor, your arms to the side, and relax your forehead to your hands. Then just give a little wiggle of your hips from side to side, or feel free to bend your knees and drop your feet from side to side. You could even take some circles with your knees or your legs, your feet, I guess. Just feel into this, right? Remember, there's no right or wrong. This is like our time just to be with the body, to notice where that stiffness starts to develop and to work again within its parameters. It will let go. Take another breath in and another breath out. Extend the legs back behind you And then lift your head and walk your hands back by your low ribs. Now push the heel of your hand into the palm and hug your elbows into the side of the body as you lift your chest. And on your inhale, engage the back to lift your chest a little higher. As you exhale, lower your heart to the floor. And then do that again. Inhale, root the heel of the hand, hug the elbow, and lift the chest. Exhale, lower to the earth. One more time like that. Inhale to lift up. Breathe into the heart. Exhale, lower to the floor. From here, we go to all fours. So push into the earth. Come back onto the hands and the knees, and you'll probably need to walk your knees forward just a little bit. Now extend the right leg behind you and plant the ball of your foot to the floor. And take a moment just to pulse back through your heel. Breathe in and out. Then hold that, pushing through your hands. Just stretch into the back of your foot, back of the leg. Take a breath in and a breath out. Now inhale, lift your right foot from the floor and rotate your right foot around in a circle. Just go one way a few times and then the other. Now turn your toes towards the side and lift your right hip so it stacks on top of the left. Place your right foot down, and as you glance back towards your feet, see your left foot aligned with the right arch. Then when you're ready, bring your right hand onto your hip and we'll turn towards the side. This is a variation of side plank. So we're aligning the hip and the left knee and the right hip with the left knee. Opening out. Remember, you can kickstand your left foot back behind you if you need a bit more balance. Then open the chest towards the side. Reach your arm towards the ceiling as you inhale and stretch your right arm overhead. Now gradually let gravity bow your right arm toward the floor, even dropping your head toward the earth. So you create in this right side body like this beautiful arch, like a rainbow. From the sole of your foot through to your hand, the crown of your head. Stay for one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, reach the right arm to the sky. Exhale, lower the hand to the floor, right knee to the floor, and switch sides. Reach your left leg back. First and foremost, we pulse the left heel back a few times. And then hold, pressing through the sole of your foot, awakening the arch, the heel, the calf. Breathe in and out, then lift your left foot from the earth and rotate it around in a circle a couple times, one way, and then the other. Turn the toes to the side, stack your left hip, look back for your feet and place your left foot to the floor. Right toe points toward the arch, or you can kickstand your foot back behind you. Then left hand onto the hip, we turn open towards the side and begin to try to stack. Knee and right hip, right knee, right hip, and then left hip and right hip. Breathe in and out. Lift the left arm to the sky as you inhale, then stretch it overhead as you exhale. Stay here another breath in and then start to let your arm relax towards the floor, even your head bow down. So now we create that rainbow or that arch in the left side body. Breathe in and out. Lengthen out of your waist. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Lift the left arm to the sky as you breathe in. Lower your hand to the floor. Left knee to the floor. And now cat and cow. Drop your belly, lift your gaze. Round your spine, exhale. Do that again. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your back. One more time like that. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. And round your spine on your exhale. Now come back to neutral spine. Inhale, walk your hands back. Come onto your knees and lift both arms to the sky. Then exhale your hands to your heart center. Release your hands, lift your arms again, reach up. One more time, hands through heart. One more time, both arms rise. This time, interlace your fingers and press your palms towards the ceiling. Draw your thumbs and pinkies in, lengthen out of your waist as you gaze up. Gently lean back on your exhale. Hug your legs in. Push through your knees and the tops of your feet. Take an inhale to lift your heart. Exhale and lean back. Then inhale to center. Lower your hands to your hips. And step now your right foot forward to the top of your mat. I'm going to grab my blocks here. So I have, these blocks hanging out. I'm going to take them to the highest setting. And as I exhale, I'm going to come onto the fingertips and bend the right knee really deep. Now let's move in and out of it. So straighten your leg on your inhale and bend your knee on your exhale. You can make any adjustments as you move around. Straighten your leg. You might adjust the distance between your foot and your knee. Exhale, bend in. Straighten your leg one more time as you inhale. Then exhale, bend the knee and hold here. You can curl your left foot under if that's okay for your kneecap. Otherwise, point your toe back. Then lighten the load in your hands and lift open the front of the chest. Take an inhale and exhale. Option here to lift both arms to the sky. So want to feel the body like a conduit of energy from the fingers back through your foot. Ground down through your right heel. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Release your hands to your blocks. Straighten your right leg and kick the ball of your right foot up and off the floor. So just a little stretch now for the back of the leg, the calf, the hamstring. You might feel this in your lower back, even your hips. Just breathe here. Keep reaching through the sole of your foot, back through your hip. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. Then inhale, release. We're going to switch sides. So you tuck your right foot back or right knee under and step your left foot forward. Take a minute to find that, right? And then make your adjustments. And as you exhale, we'll gently bend the left knee. Then on your inhale, straighten your leg. And as you exhale, bend your knee. Do that again. Don't worry about the depth. Just bringing some movement. It's always amazing to me, inhale, straighten the leg, how easily my body will move when it's stiff. And release that stiffness. Let's straighten one more time on your inhale and then exhale, bend the knee. I guess I shouldn't say it's easy to move when it's stiff. Point your right toes back. Remember, you can curl your right foot under. But I know that some movement will help kind of break up that stiffness. Take an inhale, option to lift the arms to the sky here. And exhale, maybe gently lean your upper body back. So again, just kind of awakening your physical form. Take an inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale, bend in, reach back, and stay here. One more inhale. One more exhale. Release hands to the blocks. Straighten your left leg and kick the ball of your left foot up and off the earth. And breathe in and breathe out. I think, some movement is better than anything. Definitely better than no movement. Right? So I know it doesn't always feel like easy to do or encouraging, especially when we move the body, then our limitations are just kind of more and more apparent. Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And now we'll step to the top of your mat. So bend your left knee. Walk your blocks forward and then step your right foot up. And then I like to have my blocks here under my hands as I shift the weight a little bit forward and back. Sometimes this can help me lift my feet from the floor a little bit more, just so that I can spread my toes a little more and root down through the sole of the foot. Then I'll land my feet on the ground, so find a place to be steady and fold your upper body down over your legs. Lift up halfway, inhale, lengthen your spine. Forward fold on your exhale. You can keep your hands to your blocks the whole time or release them. Inhale one more time, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. And then just pause for a moment in your forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. You could bring your elbows to your knees or your hands to your ankles. We always want to remember that there are modifications, so that when there are places that are stiff and you're working to open them, you do it with love instead of force, right? I think that's the most important thing. All right, let's take one more inhale breath here and one more exhale. Let your head hang heavy. And then slowly we'll rise to stand. You can walk your hands up your legs or curl your spine. Once you come to standing, rotate your shoulders around a little bit and give a soft bend to the knees. Shake out your arms and then shake out your legs. Then step your feet a little wider than your hips, and let's just start to shift the hips from side to side. So I know when I do this, I feel some stretching, some cracking of my bones and joints as I shift my hips. Then I'm just going to take circles. So around in a circle one way and then the other way. Good. Take another inhale, another exhale, come to center, and now figure eights, right? Drawing an 8 on the floor around your feet, crossing here in center. Notice if with hands at hips, if your shoulders tense up at all, see if you can relax them. And then we'll figure 8 the opposite way. Don't think about it too much. Just rotate your hips. Just keep it swaying. Good. Breathe in and out. And then bring yourself back to center and walk your hands behind the back of the pelvis. Hug your elbows behind you. Lift your heart on your inhale, lift your gaze, and then press your hips forward. Lean your upper body back. Take another breath in here. And one more breath out. Inhale, come up to center. And then release your hands. Maybe another little shake through your legs as you make your way to the top of your mat if you're not there. From here, step the right foot to the back of the mat. We'll come into a really kind of easy warrior one. So right heel is rooted to the floor. The arms are by the sides. As you inhale, bend your right knee and sweep your arms to the ceiling. Then exhale, release your arms and straighten your leg. And do that again. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, relax your arms down, straighten the leg. One more time. Inhale, arms sweep up, knee bends. Exhale, you come out of the pose. We'll hold this one. So bend the knee and lift your arms on your inhale. Now take the hands gently behind the back of the head and interlace your fingers. Bring your elbows nice and wide, but draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Think of scooping right behind the back of the heart like a little shelf and lift your chest up towards the sky. Keep your left knee bent, but your right heel rooted. With your hands behind your head, imagine lengthening your spine on your inhale. And then let your head lean back as you exhale. Look up towards the sky. Stay for one more inhale breath here. One more exhale. Release up to center, straighten the arms, straighten your legs. Exhale the hands to the heart, step forward. Just pause here, breathe in. And breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, relax your arms. Good, let's switch sides. Step your left foot back. Just a comfortable stance, right hips and shoulders still square forward. Left heel roots to the floor, right knee bends. Arms relax. Inhale, sweep your arms to the sky. Right knee is bent. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Arms relax down. And again, inhale, bend the knee, lift the arms. Straighten your leg, arms relax down. Again, inhale. Exhale out. This one we hold, bend the knees and lift the arms. Inhale. And then take the hands once again behind the back of the head. Elbows wide, shoulders draw together behind the heart. Lift the chest. Lean your upper body back as you bend the right knee. And stay here. Try not to collect tension in your shoulders. Pull the belly button in. Lengthen out of your waist on your inhale. Reach back through the crown. Bend the right knee. Take one more inhale breath here. One more exhale. Straighten the leg. Reach the arms to the sky. Step to the top of your mat. Your hands to your heart. Pause here. Breathe in. Exhale the arms down. From here now, bend the knees and lift your arms. Inhale into chair pose. And just stay. Bring your hands to your hips. Look down to your feet or your knees and move your knees back so that you can see your feet, your toes. Then keep the bend in the knees and lift open your gaze towards the horizon. Draw your shoulders back, your elbows back. Pull your belly button in and maybe bend the knees a little deeper as you sit your weight back. Now take one more inhale and one more exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up, and exhale your hands to your heart center. All right, a little balance pose. We'll place the hands to the hips and shift the weight into the left foot. We'll do a tree. Take your right knee out to the side. Toe to the floor, heel to ankle if you like. Foot can come below the knee to the calf. Or if you're feeling it, foot comes all the way up to the upper inner thigh. Hands to the heart center. Remember, it's not about where your foot goes, but what's happening in your hips. So your left hip stays squared forward. Your right knee moves out to the side. Sometimes when your right knee moves out, the left hip moves as well. So you want to keep the left hip squaring forward and move your right knee out against that stable place. So however far it goes out, keep encouraging. We're strengthening the outer hip here, as well as stretching the inner thigh. If you feel steady here, maybe both arms reach towards the ceiling. Breathe in and out. Push the sole of your right foot into the inner thigh of the left leg and stay for one more inhale. Exhale, lower your hands down. Release your foot to the floor and shake out the left leg. Then just pause and center. Feel through the body. Take an inhale and exhale. Maybe a moment to pause to remember your intention. Take one more breath in and then exhale. Let's shift to the other side. So weight is in the right foot. Left knee points out to the side, toe to floor, heel to ankle, foot to the calf, or foot to the upper inner thigh. I'm going to keep my foot on my calf on this side. My left knee is a little tender. So hands to the heart center. Same thing, right hip stays squared front. The left knee opens out against that. Notice if your right hip is shifting with your left knee. See if instead you can back it up a little bit so that your right hip stays square and your left knee opens. Again, we're strengthening the outer hip, even part of the glute, and stretching open the inner thigh. Hands to the heart and then up and overhead if that's available. Remember, falling and wobbling is totally cool. It's all part of the process. There's no shame there. Breathe in and out. Squeeze the biceps, the palms together. Lengthen out of the waist. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath in and then lower your hands to your heart. Lower your arms down, your foot down. Shake out your right leg. From here, we're going to walk the feet wide. So you can toe and heel them out to the side. We're looking for generally 3 feet, 2.5. Generally good judge if you extend your arms, your feet, ankles are underneath your wrists. Then bring your hands to your hips. Take an inhale and exhale. Bend your left knee. Straighten your left leg on your inhale and exhale. Bend to the right. And then do that again from side to side. Notice where the weight lies in your feet and be deliberate with how you use your leg and your glute to bend the knee and shift your weight. Inhale and exhale. You might have to play with it a little bit. I find my hips shifting back a little, kind of like chair pose, instead of my knee drawing forward. So I don't want the pressure in my knee. I'd rather have it in my big muscles, my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads. Do it one more time to both sides. And then inhale, come to center, and exhale, pause. Bring your hands behind the pelvis. Lift your heart and look up. Inhale, exhale, lean back. Inhale, come to center, and then fold forward. Slide your hands down towards your ankles, or feel free to use your blocks. Your hands can always pause at your blocks. We are going to fold the upper body down toward the floor. So take your time to get your upper body all the way toward the earth. Use your blocks if you like, your elbows maybe to them, and then maybe eventually hands to the floor. Then you'll pause. Notice the weight a little forward in your feet, so your heels will stay rooted, but the weight shifts into the ball of foot and the toes. Then inhale, lift the sitting bones nice and high as you exhale, relax down through the crown of the head. You might give your head a little nod, yes, a shake, no. Then take one more breath in and one more breath out. Now bring your hands to the floor and straighten your arms or grab your blocks. Now we're going to pivot the left foot to face forward. We're going to walk the hands just to the inside of that left leg. So your feet will be like a warrior two. Okay, your left foot facing forward, your right foot facing out. Your hands, though, are going to stay on the floor or onto your blocks. I like to use blocks here. It just gives me a little bit of space to work with. So whatever's comfortable, you're going to take an inhale, lengthen through the crown, and as you exhale, you'll continue to bend your left knee as you push back through your right foot. And I even like to lift and spread the toes of my right foot so that I ground down. We're just stretching into that left hip a little deeper. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Then you'll come back to center. Pivot your left foot towards the side, and then we're going to go toward the right. So walk your hands or your blocks over to the right foot and pivot your right foot to face back. So now I have my left foot facing out, my right foot facing forward like a warrior two stance. And then my right hand is inside my right knee. You know, there's a little space there so that I can move around. I'm just going to bend my right knee as I reach my chest out and then soften it down toward the floor. Keep breathing. Let your breath kind of act as a way to release any of that stiffness, kind of breaking it up a little bit. Remember, stiffness is not bad. It's just your body's way of protecting itself, of keeping things together, right? Take one more inhale and one more exhale. And then inhale, straighten the right leg. Turn your toes towards the side, back to your wide-legged fold. Take an inhale and exhale, fold forward one more time. Then bring your hands to your hips and come all the way to standing. From here now, turn your toes out and your heels in. So both toes out, both heels in. You'll bend your knees nice and deep and slide your hands down to the thighs. Then sweep your arms to the ceiling and straighten your legs. Bring your hands through the heart center as your knees bend, arms relax. Sweep them up and overhead as you straighten the legs, reach tall. And then again, hands come through heart center, knees bend, arms relax. Do it again. Inhale, reach up, straighten the legs. Exhale, hands to heart as you bend your knees. Now land your hands to your knees and shrug your shoulders forward. Take an inhale breath here. Exhale, twist. Bring one shoulder to the center. Inhale back to center and exhale, the other shoulders come forward. Inhale to center, and then we go side to side here 3 times on both sides. So we've got one more to go. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale to center, exhale and twist. And then back, stack the shoulders over your hips. Extend your arms to the sides. Last little bit here. Take an inhale and exhale. Bend the knees. Great. Straighten the legs. Lift the arms to the sky. Exhale the hands to the heart center. And then toe and heel your feet together. All the way back to center. Nice job, everybody. Take an inhale and exhale. We'll step to the top of the mat as you breathe in. Reach the arms to the ceiling. And then fold forward on your exhale. So legs are straight now, right? Pause here for a breath in and a breath out. You can stay right here, or if you like, well, we're all actually going to step back. So you're going to plant your hands to the floor, step your feet back. You can come to the floor onto your knees for child's pose, or you can go back into downward dog for a moment or two. If you do go back into downward dog, just pedal out your legs a little bit, stretching down into the calves, back of the feet. And then eventually you'll hold. Just lift the hips up, reach down through the crown. Big stretch for the body, the hips rise. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath in. And then exhale everyone onto the knees. And we'll come on to the sitting bones once again. So sweep your legs forward out in front of you. Bring your hands to the floor just under your shoulders, right by your hips, and flex your feet. Now take an inhale and lift up tall through the crown of your head. Exhale and stay. Let your shoulders roll back and down. Now sweep your arms to the sky on your inhale, reach up, and then fold forward as you exhale, all the way towards your feet as far as you can go. Inhale, reach back up to seated. And do that again. Exhale, fold forward. Reach out and then down. One more time. Inhale, arms to the sky. Lengthen out of the waist, and as you exhale, fold. Then release your hands to your ankles, your shins, your knees, maybe your feet. Doesn't matter where the hands go. We're working on the spine here. So I want to lift the heart and broaden the collarbones. Push through your feet and pull the navel in to fold forward. And breathe in and out. Feel your belly button draw in as you exhale, and feel your belly release on your inhale, so you fill your torso with breath. Take one more inhale, one more exhale, lean forward, and then come back up to seated. Extend the arms to the sky, and lower your hands to the floor. All right, take your left foot now, bend your knee, and set your left foot to the outside of your right leg. You can keep your right leg extended straight here, or feel free to bend your knee and tuck your foot back underneath you by your left hip. Then interlace your hands around the front of the right shin and keep your left shin, keep your left foot rooted as well as your left hip. You're just going to pull the knee in toward the body to stretch the outer hip and lift up through the crown of the head at the same time. Take one more inhale here. Now twist. Bring your right arm in front of the left knee and take your left hand to the floor behind you. Now, really what we're looking for is the hips to root at the same time your left foot is rooted. Sometimes in order to get the foot, the left hip lifts. And sometimes to keep the foot rooted, the left hip rises. So I want to really ground down through your left hip as much as you can. And then work to put your left foot on the floor, Now lengthen tall through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, look over the back shoulder. Stay for one more inhale and one more exhale. Come back to center as you breathe in. Exhale, unwind. Your left leg stretches forward, hands come behind. You can now just wave your feet from side to side for a moment, maybe pop your knees up and down. And then let's do the other side. Take your right foot up to the outside of the left leg. Ground your right hip. And then remember, if you want to tuck this left foot under, it comes back by the right hip. It'll definitely make it more challenging to root your hip. So if you're working on that, just keep your left foot extended. Then hands around the right knee. We're going to pull the right knee in toward the body, lift open the heart, reach through the crown, drive the shoulders back and down. Breathe in and out. Stay here, one more inhale, and now twist. Bring your left arm in front of the shin, right hand to the floor behind you. Lengthen tall through the crown. Exhale, look over the back shoulder and twist. Breathe in and out. Keep your right foot rooted, your right hip rooted. Lengthen through the crown. Inhale, exhale, look over the back shoulder, and we'll stay just one more breath in. One more breath out. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale and pause. Unwind your right leg. Once again, the hands behind you. Wave your feet from side to side or pop the knees up and down. And then we'll come forward to the middle part of your mat. Root your feet to the earth. Flip the palms towards the sky. Take an inhale and exhale. Slowly lower all the way to the floor. When you get to the earth, reach your arms overhead, stretch your legs straight. You can reach through like one foot and then the other, a little shift into the sacrum here. And then push through your feet, reach through your arms, inhale. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest. If you can bring them both in at the same time, great. Release your feet to the floor and your arms by the sides, and then just walk your feet up towards your hips. Push down through your upper arms and roll the shoulders onto your back so your shoulder blades are flat.
Then inhale, lift your hips from the floor, come into bridge pose, and stay here. Push down through your feet. If you have a block you'd like to place behind the back of the pelvis, go right ahead. Push the head into the floor and open the throat towards the sky. Relax the jaw, the shoulders. Breathe in and out. Press through your feet as you lift your hips. The shoulders roll back and down, back of the head to the floor. Open the front of the throat, relax the eyes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, sweetly lower your hips to the earth, and then just pause for a moment. In fact, walk your feet to the width of your mat. Knock your knees together and place your hands onto your abdomen and just breathe in and out for a moment. Scan through your body. Notice how you feel now. Take another inhale, another exhale. And now with knees together, feet apart, you're going to keep the legs as they are. You're going to open the right knee out to the side and drop the inside of your left knee toward the floor. So this is like internal rotation. We do a lot of external rotation in our practice, opening things out. This one cultivates the opposite. So the inner left knee drives towards the floor. The left shoulder will root as you look over the left side. Take an inhale and exhale. Bring your knees back to center. They can kind of knock together for a moment. So you notice how that feels. And then release your left leg open and drop the inner right knee down onto the ground or toward the ground. And then you can look out over your right shoulder. Arms can be by the sides or out to the sides a little bit. Driving through the inside of the right knee, ground through your right shoulder, and breathe in and breathe out. Good. One more inhale and one more exhale. And then inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, pause. And now release the knees open, toe and heel your feet together, and drop your knees out to the side. So Supta Baddha Konasana, wide cobbler's pose, supine. And then just breathe in and breathe out. Relax your knees towards the floor, opening the hips. Here's that external rotation. You might feel as your knees drop out a little lift from your low back. That's totally normal. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then extend your arms out to the sides and draw your left knee on top of the right or over to the right side. So just a little twist here. You might find it a little deeper in your back. Just a moment or two, inhale and exhale, and then back to center. And we'll take the right knee over to the left now. Gaze out over the right shoulder. Breathe in and out. Good, you guys. One more inhale and one more exhale. Awesome. Inhale back to center. And then extend your legs straight, your arms by the sides, and we'll come into our final posture of Shavasana. Unless, of course, there are any other postures that your body is calling for or any other adjustments you would appreciate. And just let your whole body relax on the earth. Give not only your body a moment to relax and surrender and be still, but also your mind. So everything relaxes. Everything releases. Let your breath come and go as it chooses. Feel the weight of the body on the earth.
swaha. Tatsaviturvarenyam. Bhargo devasya dhimahi. Yo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Yo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Yo yo na prachodayat. Om Bhurvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Yo na prachodayat. Slowly, please begin to bring awareness back to your physical body. Take a moment, allow your breath to deepen. You might move your fingers and toes. Start to rotate your wrists and ankles. And then when you're ready, reach your arms up and overhead. Stretch all the way from fingers to toes. And then bring the knees to the chest and give yourself a great big hug. Just take a moment to extend some gratitude to yourself for creating the time and space to be here with your day. What a gift to give yourself. And really the rest of the world, right? Because the more balanced and centered we feel, the better we feel in our bodies, the better we are in the mind and in our interactions with each other. We fill up our own cups first, right? So bring the hands together at the center of the heart and just take a moment to give thanks, yes, for this practice, but of course, let that kind of spread to all the rest of the things in your life you have to be grateful for, all the blessings you've been given, all the abundance in all of its ways. Take a moment to remember the dedication from your heart, never forgetting our connection to one another and to Source itself. Inhale the hands to the third eye center as you remember your intention, just awakening the mind's eye to this one pointed focus. And then take a nice deep breath in to fill up your lungs. Hold your breath at the top and exhale your hands to your heart center. And we'll seal with a chant of Om. Inhale. As you exhale, we'll bow the chin in, honor the love and compassion that lies in your heart and the hearts of all beings, the teacher that guides our way. And know the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Yay. So I think we got it today. A little snafu with our link and everything. I don't know what's going on with that. Sometimes YouTube does just fine, and other times it says that it's not. And anyways, here we are, and it worked out. I'm glad y'all followed over, and I hope you're doing well. And I'm sending you much love and many blessings. And we'll see you again next week. All right. Yeah. Much love. Have a beautiful week. Take care. Bye.